Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about what could possibly be the first ever 7-star Blazing Bash unit and what I want to be the first 7-star Blazing Bash unit, or just a unit that will be getting a 7-star for PvP. I'm pretty sure that they didn't make the Sage of Six Paths Naruto a 7-star based on PvP or anything. I mean, you could definitely probably take him over there if you want to, but I don't think that was the plan. He's obviously PvE oriented, and that's fine. But when it comes to PvP now, the question is, are they going to be implementing 7 stars? And I feel like they will. Now the thing is though, like, we've gotten 2 7-stars so far. We've gotten one from a legendary ninja festival, so it's its own thing, and then we have one which was an old unit that got a kind of buff. So when it comes to the latter, I feel like they could do so many things. There's so many possibilities, and moreover, I just want to talk about what I would like to see and the possibilities going forward. So like I said, first of all, we need to talk about what we know so far. So the newest 7-star unit is Naruto, of course, and he came in the form of a legendary ninja festival. Now this banner had no step ups, and on top of that, the rates were up for him. So I don't know if this is something they're going to continue doing or if they just did this for the first banner. If that's the case, that means that we might not even get a Blazing Bash banner with 7-star units. It might just be its own version of this legendary ninja bash or something, you know what I'm saying? So it could be its own thing without step ups, and I hope they don't do that, but I don't know, man. We really don't have that much information because this is the first 7-star ever, other than the one that we already had. But when it comes to a new unit, I feel like they could do a lot of things, and we'll talk about that. But first, I'd actually like to talk about a unit that could already become one. So with the case of Kakashi, he was a Blazing Fest unit and he got bumped up to a 7-star, which is amazing. Now they could go the route of making a previous Blazing Bash unit a 7-star. They definitely could do that, but a part of me would kind of like if they would go and make like a unit that's already just like a normal unit and give it like a 7-star Blazing Awakening version. Because the thing is, like, the Blazing Awakening versions are completely different than usually the PvE versions. So unlike with Blazing Fest, like with Kakashi, of course he was a unit that they used for a 7-star because he's pretty good for PvE. They weren't going to go out of their way to make a Blazing Bash unit a 7-star for PvE, if you know what I mean. But with Blazing Bash, I feel like it's a little bit different because they could add a version of an Awakening to an already previous unit, and that version will act as a Blazing Awakening unit. So I don't think that they need to make any 6-star Blazing Awakened units 7-star because they're already in PvP forms as it is. Whereas they could give a unit like this Minato right here, a 6-star unit, they could go ahead and give him a Blazing Awakened form, but rather than it being a 6-star, go to a 7-star. I feel like that would be something cool. Yeah, Minato, pretty much, that's who I would love. I would love this Minato. This is still my favorite unit in the entire game because I love KCM Minato with a passion. And on top of that, this Minato, he's really fallen out, man, of course, but there's so many things they could do with him. And like I said, if they give him a Blazing Awakened form, all these abilities could change up. They can make it where his jutsu is different. This man's already still extremely fast at 365 speed. Give him a Blazing Awakened form in the form of a 7-star, he's gonna be doing pretty good, man. This dude is definitely not, you know, right now he's not anything crazy you could be taking on, but back in the day he wasn't bad to be going ahead and using because of how fast he was and stuff like that. But I would love to see this man. I would love to see him make a return. He's an old unit just like Kakashi. They could definitely make it work, and it makes sense. The Yellow Flash in KCM, that's perfect for PvP in my opinion. Okay, so that takes care of the 7-star unit that we already have in the game, if they even decide to go that route. But what about the legendary ninja bash that we'll probably get in the version of this, except for Blazing Bash? Well, honestly, you guys already know. If you guys were seeing what I was speculating might have been the Blazing Bash for Golden Week, then I want a KCM Naruto. Not only would it be amazing to have KCM Minato, but having that father-son with the Naruto as well, that would be amazing. Although I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna do that because we just had a Naruto in the form of Sage of Six Paths Naruto, so who knows what they could do. They might give us a Sasuke instead. There doesn't necessarily have to be a correlation. I mean, Blazing Fest, Minato, and Sasuke would be cool, but I don't know if they would necessarily do that. Again, I think that it doesn't have to have a correlation. It really doesn't. I mean, Susanoo, Kakashi, and Naruto, they were fighting together at the end of the war, but like, really, I don't think that that's what they were going for. I think they just wanted to bring back a unit, and they just chose the Kakashi. So I don't know, man. I would love to get a KCM Naruto, but because we just got a Sage of Six Paths one, that's probably not gonna happen. So if we got an EMS Sasuke or maybe even a Rinnegan Sasuke, because this one was a legendary one right here and this one was a Sage to 6-pass one, who knows, maybe they'll give us that. That would be pretty cool, but it would just be nice to have that kind of father-son thing going, but I honestly don't see that happening. But it doesn't necessarily have to be Naruto. It could be maybe, who knows. I really don't know. I really just want someone to give us a really good 7-star version of a unit that we already have for Blazing Bash, because honestly, like, I'm probably not gonna summon on the legendary thing even if it is for PvP. Like, I'm not going to, even if it's somewhat amazing, because like I don't play PvP that much. But if it was a unit like this where it's one that we already have, honestly, like, yeah, I would be down for that, and I would awaken him, and that would be amazing. But I really hope they go that route where they give us a unit that we've already had and they just upgrade them, because that would be amazing. And that's already in the game. Like, we already have the tab for 7-star Blazing Awakened units. If you actually look at the filter, this one right here that I just ticked on and off, that one's gonna be for Blazing Bash, so that's pretty interesting. Now we're probably gonna get the actual legendary unit in the form of a 7-star, and then you can awaken it to it. Well, no, we'll probably get him at a 6-star, and then you can get him to 7-star and 7-star awakening. That's probably what's likely to happen. It's similarly to what we just had, so it's gonna be pretty interesting to see, man. And I feel like it's gonna be broken, which is what I'm kind of worried about, because Blazing Bash is a little bit different than Blazing Fest. Like, a broken unit can really change up the meta over there, whereas with this Naruto, I feel like him and Kakashi aren't anything crazy. Like, we still have Final Valley Naruto. Like, if you don't have these units 7-star, you're still fine. But if they drop something crazy for Blazing Bash, that's a different story. You're gonna need that to succeed on PvP, and that's what I'm worried about. So that's why I hope they give us a unit that's free, and one that's really old that a lot of people probably have. This Minato is definitely one that I would think would be cool, and I've seen some of you guys even say on some of my previous videos that you would be down to get this. So honestly, like, yeah, man, I would love to get like just a 7-star version of this for PvP as well. You could switch between it if you want, and then of course if they drop a legendary version of someone, then hey, that would be pretty cool nonetheless. Yeah, I feel like Sasuke wouldn't be too bad of an idea though, just because we already had Naruto. It would be kind of a cool duality, like I said there, so that would be pretty cool. Maybe they would even give us like maybe a Sasuke and a Sakura-chan there. Maybe Sakura would be a free unit that we would get, but I don't know which one they would really do for that. But that's pretty much just my thoughts, man. Like, there's so many things they could do, and I feel like they're gonna follow through with giving us a unit for PvP that's also, because why else would they add that filter in? Like, why would they just do it now when they could have done it later, other than that they were gonna go ahead and give us a Blazing Bash unit that's 7-star. So honestly, like, I don't know what to expect, but if I had to put my cards on the table, this unit would be the one I would want for a free unit, one that we already have. I would love to get a 7-star version of him. So let me know what you guys think and what units you would want for a Blazing Awakened 7-star, first one that we could ever have. It would be crazy, and just let me know your thoughts on it. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.